May 1st, 1885, the original Chicago Board of Trade building opened. May 2nd, 1864, the USNS Card explodes in Saigon due to apparent sabotage, though it would be recovered and put back into service in under a year. May 3rd, 1978, the first bulk spam email campaign targets all addresses on the U.S. West Coast. May 4th, 1776, Rhode Island breaks allegiance with King George III. May 5th, 1862, Mexican forces led by General Ignacio Zaragoza halt a larger French force, though the outcome was only temporary. May 6th, 1877, Crazy Horse surrenders in Nebraska to U.S. troops. May 7th, 1794, Robespierre makes the cult of the Supreme Being the civic religion of the First French Republic. He would be executed by the end of July. May 8th, 1980, the World Health Organization declares that smallpox is eradicated. May 9th, 1887, London receives Buffalo Bill Cody and his Wild West show. May 10th, 1869, the first U.S. Transcontinental Railroad is completed in Promontory Point, Utah, with a ceremonial golden spike. May 11th, 1858, Minnesota becomes the 32nd state. May 12th, 1933, the Agriculture Adjustments Act is signed into law, allowing the federal government to maneuver commodity availability and pricing nationally. May 13th, 1862, Robert Smalls seized control of the CSS Planter and surrenders it to the Union. He would go on to pilot the vessel and eventually enter Congress as a representative. May 14th, 1974, Skylab, the first U.S. space station, is launched into orbit. May 15th, 1911, the U.S. Supreme Court rules that the Standard Oil Trust violates the Sherman Antitrust Act as a monopoly. May 16th, 1868, President Andrew Johnson is not convicted by the U.S. Senate by a single vote margin. May 17th, 1900, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum is published for the first time in the U.S. May 18th, 1860, Abraham Lincoln wins the Republican Party's nomination for president. May 19th, 1749, George II charters the Ohio Company to the lands around the forks of the Ohio River. This would lead to opposition with France. May 20th, 1873, Jacob Davis and Levi Strauss are awarded a patent for blue jeans with a copper rivet. May 21st, 1992, Johnny Carson hosts his final episode of The Tonight Show. Notable guests for Carson's last broadcast include Bette Midler and Robin Williams. May 22nd, 1804, the Lewis and Clark Exposition, known as the Corps of Discovery, formally leaves St. Charles, Missouri, for their eventual destination on the West Coast, where Astoria, Oregon is now. May 23rd, 1911, the New York City Public Library is dedicated. May 24th, 1844, Samuel Morse in Washington, D.C. tests the first commercially deployed telegraph with his assistant in Baltimore. May 25th, 1953, the first public TV station begins broadcasting, KUHT in Houston, Texas. May 26th, 1837, English colonists led by Captain John Mason along with the Mohegan tribe massacre the Pequot tribe living on the Mystic River. May 27th, 1927, the Ford Motor Company ends production of the Model T to begin work on the new Model A. May 28th, 1830, President Andrew Jackson signs the Indian Removal Act into law, which permits removing tribes from their lands by force. May 29th, 1861, the Hong Kong General Chamber of Commerce is founded. May 30th, 1911, Ray Harroun wins the first Indianapolis 500-mile race in his Marmon Wasp. May 31st, 1889, a dam breaks causing a 60-foot wall of water to flood Johnstown, Pennsylvania, killing more than 2,200 people.